Swayambhu is, wow, the energy, Sanjay. Our Guruji, Gyalwang Drukpa says that if you go around Swayambhu 13 times, it is like doing one unro.
Join us and let your child sow in the limitless possibilities. We let the children be who they are and what they can be. Kathmandu World School, a world-class school for a world-class learning.
Like, look at Nepal. As soon as you step out of your house, and Ladakh, the same thing. As soon as you step out of the house, you're not bombarded with advertisements, people trying to take your money. You're bombarded with stupas, with mandirs, with gompas, with statues. You cannot avoid these things. Whether you're a Buddhist, Muslim, Hindu, Christian, doesn't matter. You cannot avoid spiritualism because the place itself is designed spiritually by our forefathers, by our predecessors. Ladakh is the same way. So, then when you go outside and you're so used to shopping malls and all these modern things, then you look back and you see like, oh, Nepal, you don't have this. Ladakh, you don't have that. Then you only see faults. You don't see that you have the spiritual shopping malls of Swayambhu, of Maratika, of Pashupatinath, of Bauda, of Bodh Gaya, of Ladakh Himis. You don't see them. So you see them as false. That's...
How was Swayambhu for you?
Swayambhu was amazing. My Guruji always told me you must circumambulate Swayambhu. That's with my attendant, Jigmeet Sewang.
Yeah, it's his birthday that day?
That day, he told me while we were going around, it's like, hey, by the way, it's my birthday. Yeah, he's a lovely person. He's been helping me for many years. He belongs to Chemre Monastery in Ladakh, same lineage, slightly different monastery. So, Swayambhu is, wow, the energy, Sanjay. Our Guruji, Gyalwang Drukpa says that if you go around Swayambhu 13 times, it is like doing one unro. Unro is like the Buddhist practice of prostrating 100,000 times. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
maybe?
I have.
People prostrate repeatedly.
Yeah, throughout.
108,000 times. That's only prostrations. Then you have to chant Vajrasattva mantra 108,000 times. So you prostrate 108,000 times to take refuge. You accumulate Vajrasattva. This is our Drukpa lineage Mahamudra practice. You chant and accumulate Vajrasattva mantra 108,000 times to purify your bad karma. Then you do mandala practice. You've seen mandala, right? People do that with the big plate 108,000 times to accumulate merit. And then at the end, you culminate everything with Guru Yoga by supplicating to the Guru to get the Guru's blessings by practicing Guru Yoga 108,000 times. So that's one unro.
Why the specific 108,000?
Auspicious. There's so many different reasons to give, but I think 108,000, for some reason, it's a very auspicious number. And it is across Buddhism, like beyond Buddhism, in Sanatan Dharam, Hinduism, Buddhism, I think, I'm not sure about Jain or Sikhism, but at least from the spiritualism, that spiritualities, the religions that came from India or Nepal or from these regions, we consider 108 to be very auspicious.
8 being like infinite, maybe?
I guess so. It's my favorite number, by the way. I like the look of it, and it's an infinite.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When I think about it now, going back to our conversation about a lot of friends who are abroad, wherever they are, whatever roots they come from. I'm just not talking about friends from Nepal, friends from India, friends from Sri Lanka, friends from SAARC region or Southeast Asia or wherever, you should not forget your roots. Yeah. And you cannot look back at your country or your home and say that, just not look at negativity. That's what I took from you. Look at the positive side of what you have.
Yes.
That other people don't have.
Yes. That other people, some places will never have. And even if they build, it'll take thousands of years to get the blessings. I mean, Buddha is so old. I don't know how, honestly, I'm not a historian. You might know better. Swayambhu, Guruji told us that it predates Buddha Shakyamuni himself. It is a self-arising stupa. I mean, how can you even define self-arising stupa? Apparently, the whole city was like a lake, and the stupa was underneath, and it was already there. And when the water subsided, blessed by Manjushri. The story is very elaborate. Nepal is so blessed, man. Kathmandu is like, I think you're overblessed. You know, you're leaking blessings into the Himalayas. Maybe that's why Buddha was born in Lumbini.
Yeah,
really,
that's so true.
You know, he lived almost all his life in India, and he traveled a lot in India. But I mean, come on. He was born right here in present-day Nepal, Lumbini.
Let me take you to Mayadevi next time. Next time you're here, next time when our we'll plan it out, and I'd love to take you to Mayadevi temple. Okay. I'd love to. There's a specific tree right next to the temple. There's a small little lake, and then a pond, to be precise, and then there's a beautiful tree right next to the temple. That's one of my favorite places in the whole planet.
Wow.
You could take me to some of the most Western country and show me some of the best things in the planet, or take me to one of the best, holiest places in the entire world, right? But that place, for me personally, that's the Mayadevi temple.
I've seen pictures of it, yes.
I was here, I think, last year. I try to go every year. And then right next to it is, right next to the temple, right? Oh, so that's, zoom in, Babu, aligadi. Zoom in slightly into this picture. So that's the Mayadevi temple, and then if you see a pillar right there, that's the Ashoka pillar.
Ah, yeah.
That
I've heard about it. Yes.
Ashoka pillar.
Yes.
And then right next to it, that little bit of tree, if you see, that's the tree that I'm talking about.
Okay.
And I'd love to take you there.
Is it the tree where Mayadevi held her hand, rested her arm, and Buddha was born from her armpit?
That I'm not so
Maybe
sure.
you should confirm it next time.
We'll try to confirm it. We'll go together and confirm it next time.
Because maybe that's why you feel so drawn towards a tree. You know what I mean? I mean, there's so many trees. There's the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, which is extremely holy. Buddha got enlightened there. But maybe I think this is because Mayadevi, when the Buddha was about to be born, she had birth pains. But surprisingly, Buddha was born under from her armpits, not from the womb like we're usually born. So he was born in a very clean way. And after that, he walked 7 steps and he proclaimed to be the greatest on earth. He had this confidence even from birth that shows his power. Yeah.
Branch of the tree in Lumbini.
I'm pretty sure it's this.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. I never asked. So, you need to ask a question so that you get the answer, right? Some of us never ask that question sometimes,
Sometimes, but you don't even know what questions to ask. And you get answered anyway. So this tree, when you went there, you didn't know what question to ask. But the tree answered to you in such a way that for you, this tree, I mean, out of the whole world, and I'm sure you have traveled a lot. You just came from Sri Lanka yesterday and you keep traveling. It's your favorite place, and you didn't pick any other tree. Most Buddhist or spiritual person, they would pick the Bodhi tree or some other spiritual tree, but you pick this tree. And the first time I've heard somebody choose this tree as his favorite place in the whole world. I'm sure it's that tree.
It's a magical place. It's such a magical place. तपाईले हाम्रो क्लिप एकदमै एन्जॉय गर्नुभयो होला. अब पुरै भिडियो हेर्नको लागि चाहिँ युट्युबमा सब्स्क्राइब गर्न नबिर्सिनु होला. व्यास मिडिया नेटवर्क.